Okay, student, welcome back to physics class. Today's lecture number 8, topic motion in a plane, chapter 3, motion in a plane. In the previous class, we have derived the expression for average velocity, instantaneous velocity, and average acceleration and instantaneous acceleration for the two-dimensional motion. Already we started two-dimensional motion or motion in a plane. The same derivation we will derive in the one-dimensional motion also. Okay, in the previous four to five lectures. Today we are going to start the whatever the kinematical equation we derived for rectilinear motion, right? So there are three kinematical equations which we derived. V is equal to u plus at, then s is equal to ut plus half at square, and v square is equal to u square plus 2 times as. So we have derived this kinematic equation in one dimensional motion. Okay. Similarly, we have to write or we have to derive the expression, this kinematic expression for the two dimension. Okay, but in the vector form. Okay, we will write in the vector form. So just same अभी diagram वगैरह यहाँ पे जरूरत नहीं है. So just it is a theoretical aspect. So जैसे हमने already, if you understand the concept of kinematic equation derivation in the previous lecture, so this derivation you will easily understood. Okay, so there is nothing difficult, it's very easy. So only the symbol जो है वो properly आपको लेना है. So let's start with the answer or solution. So see, look at the question कि उसपे कैसे question आ सकता है. So this question can be long answer question exam, 5 marks question आ सकता है exam में. So let's see the question. Derive the equation of motion for a particle moving in a plane. Moving in a plane means two dimension. So definitely that particle, if it has some velocity, that velocity will resolve into two components. Okay, one will along x-axis and another will be along y-axis. And both the components of the given velocity are mutually perpendicular to each other, right? So ensure that the motion can be resolved into two independent motions in mutually perpendicular direction. Okay, so let's start with let vector u be the initial velocity, okay, at a time t suffix I, okay, and that t suffix I am taking here initially ti will be 0 second. Then it will have the uniform acceleration, right? Then having vector A is uniform acceleration. In the previous case also we consider the case that the particle moving in a straight line with the uniform acceleration. Here also in two dimension, okay, the particle is moving with the uniform acceleration. That is denoted by vector A. Then after time tf, okay, after getting the acceleration, it will acquire the velocity. Okay, so final velocity, moving with final velocity v bar. Say here v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, the acceleration is the time. At final time t suffix f. So after time tf, it will acquire the velocity, and this tf is equal to, I am taking small t. So initial time is 0 ti, and the final time tf, which is equal to small t, acquire the velocity vector v having the uniform acceleration. See, remember, again I repeat, the condition is here the uniform acceleration. Okay, and when the body is moving, right, definitely it will have position vector. Okay, so initial the let r0 bar be the position vector at time tf, ti, initial time, at the time ti. Then after time some interval, okay, it will acquire the another position, and that will be r bar be the position vector at a time at a time tf. Okay, here for better understanding I am giving the symbol, using symbol for time ti, I suffix initial and f suffix final, so that you will not get any confusion. Okay, so then what will be the displacement then? Okay, these are the position vector. The displacement of a particle, displacement of a particle, displacement of a particle during the time interval, during time interval, time interval is here time difference. Okay, so how much body displaced in between the final time and initial time. So we can have delta t. Previous lecture I told a del symbol, a del symbol is used for the difference in the time or difference in any other physical quantity. So here delta t can be taken as tf minus t1, so ti. Here you can take the initial time t1, final time t2, t2 minus t1, doesn't matter, but symbols have their usual meaning. So you can use any symbol while deriving the expression, but you have to mention properly, right, in the examination. Okay, so this is what the so that displacement will be the s, be the vector s. So to write the displacement, vector s is equal to the displacement, the final position is vector r bar minus r0. How we got this? This is the final position vector of the particle moving in a plane, r0 with the initial position vector moving in a plane. So we can write this expression, and so what will be the acceleration? Okay, then what will be the acceleration? So let us write the expression for acceleration. Acceleration A is equal to rate of change of velocity. We know that acceleration means rate of change of velocity, or change in velocity, or increase in velocity with respect to time. So here the change in velocity, final velocity minus initial velocity upon the time, but here the time interval will be, that is, small t. Okay, how we got this small t? Actually, this can be written as like this, tf minus ti. This can be written as vector v minus vector u upon tf is small t and ti is 0. So this can be again written as vector v minus vector u upon small t. So we have to write all these in the vector form. So let us modify this. This t will come to this left side. So vector A multiplied by small t, which is equal to vector B minus vector u. Then we have to write the expression, first kinematically equation of motion moving in a plane, 2 dimension. So here vector V is equal to, this minus u will go on the left side. Okay, so here it is minus, when it will go on the left side it becomes positive. So I am writing for my convenience, vector u will take first plus vector A into t. So this is the first kinematical equation of motion in in the plane or 2 dimension, right? So this is the first. Then now let us write the expression, second expression. Now when the body is moving in a plane, in the interval of time delta t, that is tf minus ti, so it will have the displacement s. So in that case the velocity goes on changing continuously, and so we have to take the average velocity. What you have to take? Average velocity. The same steps you have followed in the 1 dimension motion also. So if you remember that properly, then you can write the expression for this plane. Okay, so here when a body is moving, when body or particle is moving in a plane, then average velocity average velocity is equal to vector u plus vector v upon 2. This is what average velocity, V average. Then the displacement of the body will be the displacement is equal to displacement vector s is equal to displacement. What is the formula for displacement? The product of average velocity into time. So it will be V average multiplied by time. So but V average is u plus v upon 2 multiplied by into the time t. Now we can substitute the value of final velocity in the equation. So let it be equation 2. Putting the value of substituting the value of 1 in equation 2, we get what we'll get? We get the displacement s is equal to u vector plus vector u bar plus a bar into t upon 2 into t small t, this small t है यहाँ पे है. Okay, so अभी इसको थोड़ा multiply करते हैं. So this can be written as vector s is equal to, this will be 2u bar plus vector a t upon 2 and entire bracket multiplied by t. Now let us multiply this t with each term inside the bracket. So before going the next, I will have to rub that one. So just take a screenshot and then I can continue. So I hope you might have taken the screenshot. So let me run this. So let us multiply this. Vector s is equal to 2u square into t plus vector a into t square divided by 2. Now when we are multiplied by this, okay, so u plus u, it become 2ut, sorry 2ut, is 2ut, 2u bar into t plus a bar into t square, and this can be written as, these two will get cancelled, so vector u into t plus 1 upon 2 vector a into t square. So this is the expression for the second kinematical equation. This is the second kinematical equation. Let me give equation number 3. Now we have to derive the third kinematic equation, right? That is v square is equal to u square plus 2 times as. So if we take the dot product of equation 1, so the third equation by taking dot product of equation 1 with itself, dot product of equation 1 with itself. So what are the equation we got? So take its dot product of itself. So we can write vector v is equal to vector u plus vector a into t dot vector u plus vector a into t. Okay, so let's have the dot product. Now this is just the ordinary multiplication which we are doing in algebra. The same way here you have to do the multiplication, a plus b into a plus b in that format. Okay, so now here the dot product of the given vector itself, we can write square of it without any magnitude, so without any direction. So this can be written as v square. So v square is equal to, we cannot write v bar square, remember, right? So we will get the magnitude only, v square. Now let us multiply this. Vector u dot vector u plus vector u into vector a into t plus vector u into vector a into t. So we are just multiplying this, okay, with each other, plus now this term multiplied by this. So vector a into vector a into t square. Now after solving this, so v square is equal to u dot u, again it is the dot product of vector itself, okay. So we have studied the property of dot product in the previous topic, second topic में हमने देखा है. तो u dot u can be taken as u square. Don't write here v bar square or u bar square because we are taking the dot product of vector itself. Just say I dot I square, so we get 1, right? A dot vector vector a, that is a square. मेरा खुद का product मेरे साथ क्या आएगा? s का s square, like that, okay? So u dot u square plus, now here just do the addition of this. It is 2 times, okay? So 2 times vector u into a t, vector a into t, plus again this can be written as, so just keep this as it is. We will not write in the a square format. मेरा स्वार्थ है यहाँ पे, मैं बाद में बताऊंगा. So we will just write vector a dot vector a into t. So what we can take common here? Okay. So we can have the common factor here. V square is equal to u square plus, just take the 2a common here. यहाँ पे 2 वेक्टर a कॉमन निकालना है, तो क्या लिख सकते हैं हम लोग? 2 वेक्टर a इंटू ब्रैकेट, यहाँ पे क्या बचेगा? वेक्टर u t प्लस, लेकिन यहाँ पे 2 नहीं है, there is no 2 terms available, but we can take common. अगर कॉमन लेना है तो हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? यहाँ पे डिवाइड बाय 2 करना पड़ेगा, मल्टीप्लाई एंड डिवाइड बाय 2. So this can be written as 1/2 into, एक a बाहर निकल गया, तो 1/t, sorry 1a is there, vector a into t square, this will be t square. Now from the equation 2, what we got the equation 2 here? The displacement, equation for displacement, vector ut plus half at square, ut plus half at square. So let give equation number 4, इसको 4 नंबर दे देते. Now from equation 3, but from equation 3, s is equal to vector u t plus half vector a into t square. By putting this value here, okay, so equation 4 become v square is equal to u square plus 2 into vector a into vector s. So this is the third equation of motion in the vector form. Okay. So we can write equation 1, equation 3 and equation 5. So equation 1, 3 and 5 represent the kinematical equation of motion in 2 plane, in 2 dimension or in a plane. Okay. So this is what a expression in the vector form. Okay, in vector form. All of these in vector form. So just take a screenshot so we can have the different condition for this. बहुत इजी है, कुछ ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं है, जस्ट सॉल्व स्टेप बाय स्टेप, सो यू विल इजीली अंडरस्टूड. देखो पहली क्वेश्चन में क्या करना है, हमको पता है डेफिनेशन ऑफ एक्सेलरेशन, रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ वेलोसिटी दिस टाइम वो लेना है. सेकंड में क्या लेना है? एवरेज वेलोसिटी लेना है. देन एवरेज वेलोसिटी इज इक्वल टू दिस वी गॉट इज डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज इक्वल टू एवरेज वेलोसिटी इनटू टाइम. तो एवरेज वेलोसिटी का यहाँ पे फॉर्मूला सब्स्टिट्यूट करो, डिराइव करो, उसको सिंप्लीफाई करो, देन यू विल गेट अ एक्सप्रेशन फॉर डिस्प्लेसमेंट. देन थर्ड इक्वेशन लाने के लिए क्या करना है, जस्ट टेक द डॉट प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द इक्वेशन वन, पहला जो इक्वेशन उसका उसी के साथ डॉट प्रोडक्ट लेना है और उसको सिंप्लीफाई करना है, नथिंग इज, कुछ ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट नहीं है। ओके, सो अभी कंपोनेंट्स लिखना है हमको, वी हैव टू राइट द कंपोनेंट ऑफ वेलोसिटी डिस्प्लेसमेंट in the plane or two dimension. So here the component of equations are the component of equations are, so the first equation जो हमारा है जैसे v is equal to u plus et, right, तो इसके component लिखना है हमको, equation है, so let us write in the magnitude form. So what is the x component of this? The x component सब जगह x लगा देने का, कुछ नहीं ज़्यादा difficult नहीं, vx, this is the final velocity, component of final velocity along x axis is equal to sum of the ux plus ax into t, जो एक्सीलरेशन होगा वो भी अपने को अलॉन्ग एक्स एक्सिस ही लेना पड़ेगा। देखो यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया, सिर्फ एक्स लगा दिया और कुछ नहीं, वहाँ पे टाइम क्यों, टाइम तो कॉन्स्टेंट है, टाइम तो एक्स और द स्केलर क्वांटिटी, टाइम इज स्केलर क्वांटिटी, तो इट कैन नॉट बी रिजॉल्व इनटू टू कंपोनेंट्स। ओके, तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ वेलोसिटी एक्सीलरेशन विल बी रिजॉल्व। देन इसका y कंपोनेंट कैसे लिखोगे, vy इज इक्वल टू uy plus ay into t. So we got these two equations. Similarly, we can write the expression for displacement. So displacement के लिए equation क्या आएगा? What is our standard equation? S is equal to ut plus half at square. Let us write this expression in its component form. So here we can write s का पहले x component लिखेंगे. So sx is equal to, but the displacement can be written as r minus r0 or in terms of x minus x0 भी ले सकते हैं। मान लो फाइनल डिस्प्लेसमेंट x है, इनिशियल डिस्प्लेसमेंट x0 है, which can be written as, तो just take the x component of the initial velocity. Okay, so initial velocity का x component क्या आएगा, u suffix x into t plus 1 upon 2 a suffix x into t का square, नथिंग एल्स, कुछ भी डिफिकल्ट नहीं है। एस एक्स लिया है, डिस्प्लेसमेंट कंपोनेंट ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट अलॉन्ग एक्स एक्सिस कैन बी टेकन एज एक्स माइनस एक्स जीरो, एक्स माइनस जीरो के लिए अलॉन्ग एक्स एक्सिस ले, राइट। अभी वाई कंपोनेंट क्या आएगा इसका, तो एस वाई इज इक्वल टू वाई माइनस वाई जीरो विच इज इक्वल टू, दिस विल बी यू वाई प्लस 1 अपॉन यू आई टी आएगा, यू वाई इंटू टी प्लस 1 अपॉन 2 a y into t square. So simple, कुछ डिफिकल्ट नहीं, s y is equal to y minus y zero, जहाँ एक से वहाँ क्या डालेंगे, y सब्स्टिट्यूट करना है। So this is the components of displacement along x and y axis. Similarly we can write the final equation जो है हमारा, that is final equation क्या है हमारा, v square is equal to u square plus 2 times as. Let us write the component of this equation along x-axis and y-axis. So it can be written as vx square is equal to u suffix x का square plus 2 times a suffix x into s suffix x. We got this sx and sy. Similar here, vy square is equal to u suffix y का square plus 2 times a suffix y into s suffix y. Okay. So all these components along x axis and y axis, and both the axes are mutually perpendicular. तो ये तो दिया है vx square, vy square, ss square, sy square, all they are mentioning, they are defining the motion of a body in a plane in the different direction. Okay, differently they are representing. Okay, that's why motion in two dimension can be resolved into two independent motion in mutually perpendicular to each other. So just take the screenshot for this. Okay. नाउ आफ्टर दिस अभी हम देखने वाले हैं, अभी हमारा ये हो गया काइनेमेटिकल इक्वेशन हो गया, एवरेज वेलोसिटी हो गया, एवरेज एक्सेलरेशन हो गया, इंसर्ट एक्सेलरेशन हो गया, सब डेरिवेशन डिराइव कर लिया। अभी जो इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है ये लेसन का, विच इज projectile motion. Okay, so which is the example of motion in a plane? There are two example for the two-dimensional motion or 2D or motion in plane, that is projectile motion and circular motion. Circular motion अगले टॉपिक में है, we will have the separate lecture for that. तो अभी हम स्टडी करने वाले हैं projectile motion. तो let's start. So let's start projectile motion. Before going to start the understanding meaning of projectile motion, let me show some demonstration. Okay, कुछ demonstration मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, तो you will get a clear idea, right? Now, suppose if I take the path along which, अगर मान लो if I'm taking this is the path along which the body is moving. Okay, तो ball ऐसे जा रहा है, it will move like this. So it is a straight line, rectilinear. Okay, but suppose if I throw an object, right? अभी देखो यहाँ पे initially object है rest. If I throw this ball this way, okay, if I throw this ball this way or this way, yeah, this way, right? So how it happens? Here we are giving some initial velocity, right? See, look at my hand, right hand. I am giving some initial velocity to this ball so that it can move in this path, curve path. Okay, this way. See. Yeah. Another example है, मान लो volleyball है, volleyball we throw like this, right? Yeah, football है, when we kick the ball with the foot this way. Okay. Yeah, when we throw the javelin throw, right? Arrow जो होता है javelin throw like this, it move like this. Okay. और another example अगर लेना है, what we can say, we have a different example for this, and that example we bullet fire from the gun. जब bullet fire करते हैं बंदूक से, गन से, so that is also one of the example of the projectile motion. So let us see what is the projectile motion. What definition क्या है? So it can be defined this way. Now when the balls or objects start to move from this way, right? This is the horizontal direction. This is the horizontal direction. We are throwing this object by giving, यहाँ पे we are giving some velocity to this, and it move like this. So this is the component, ये जो velocity, this velocity with initial velocity, we are giving some initial velocity u. We are giving some initial velocity u, and as the time goes on increasing, so its velocity goes on decreasing at this point. यहाँ पे this point पे उसका velocity कम होगा. So this is what we are giving some initial velocity, and at every instant हर जगह पे उसका जो acceleration होगा, that acceleration will be the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, and that body will move under the effect of gravity. When we are throwing a ball or when we are throwing a body in such way that that body will have acceleration due to gravity at every instant. Okay, and that acceleration will act in the downward direction. Okay, so let us write the definition of projectile motion. So a projectile motion is the name given to with the body thrown, any body which once thrown which once thrown into space, into space, into space with some initial velocity, with some initial velocity, initial velocity. Underline this word is very important. With some initial velocity, moves thereafter, moves thereafter, thereafter, moves thereafter under the influence of, under the influence of, influence मतलब force, influence of gravity alone, gravity alone, gravity alone in vertical plane, in vertical plane, vertical plane without being propelled by, without being propelled by any engine or fuel, any engine or fuel. थोड़ा ज़्यादा टेक्निकल होगा, लंबा डेफिनेशन, ओके. बट अगर सिंपल में अगर आपको डिफाइन करना है, प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन इज द मोशन बॉडी विच द बॉडी हैज गिवन सम इनिशियल वेलोसिटी, ओके, अलोंग द कर्व पाथ इन द वर्टिकल प्लेन and that body moves under the influence of gravity. तो यहाँ पे कीवर्ड क्या है? ग्रेविटी वर्ड आना चाहिए अंडर इन द वर्टिकल प्लेन विदाउट बेइंग, लास्ट में ये नहीं लिखा तो भी चलेगा, विदाउट बेइंग प्रोपेल्ड बाय इंजन और फ्यूल. कोई इंजन की जरूरत नहीं होती है, कोई फ्यूल की जरूरत नहीं होती है, डायरेक्ट वो बॉडी मूव अंडर द इफेक्ट ऑफ ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स, ओके. एंड व्हाट आर द एक्सेलरेशन दैट बॉडी पजेस? That will be the acceleration due to gravity, and which is uniform acceleration. That acceleration will be uniformly moving, okay, 9.8 meter per second square, and that acceleration always acts in the downward direction, vertically downward direction. So just try to understand the definition. So I am throwing this ball, तो इसका ये instant है, लगे everywhere it is moving and reaches at this point. So this velocity will result into two components. अभी यहाँ पे ये जो velocity है that will result into two components. One is along, suppose this angle is theta. One is along x-axis. So what is the component of initial velocity along x-axis? Okay, so this will be u cos theta. What is the component of initial velocity along y-axis? So it will be the u sin theta. So let's draw this diagram systematically और properly, अच्छी तरह उसको डायग्राम ड्रॉ कर दे, एंड वी विल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड ईच टर्म्स इन्वॉल्व इन द प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है एंड इसके बेस पे काफ़ी न्यूमेरिकल जेई में, सीईटी में और एडवांस में पूछे जाते हैं. तो दिस टॉपिक इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. तो लेट्स ड्रॉ द डायग्राम इन द प्रॉपर वे. पहले ये डेफिनेशन लिख लो. आई होप यू माइट हैव रिटन दिस और स्क्रीनशॉट ले लिया होगा आपने इसका. सो लेट मी ड्रॉ द डायग्राम प्रॉपरली. So देखो बच्चों, डायग्राम ड्रॉ करना है, you have to take efforts. So let's draw the x and y axis. So this is x axis, this is y axis, and this is the starting point of the body. The body start to move from origin, okay, at a time t is equal to 0. Suppose here time is t0. And the body start to move from this and it moves this way. So this is the path, okay, the path along which the projectile moves. The what is the body we thrown? जो भी body हमने फेंका है, what is the body we thrown? So this body is called as the projectile, okay, which is moving with the horizontal, which makes some angle with the horizontal, okay, thrown in the air, okay, the body thrown in the air in such a that which makes some angle with the horizontal, right, moving with some initial velocity. That body is known as projectile. और उसको जो motion प्राप्त हुई है that is called as projectile motion. So यहाँ पे let's have the component of the initial velocity. Initial velocity this way. That just draw the tangent at this point. The tangent drawn to this point. This is the initial velocity. Vector u. we are preparing this symbol for initial velocity u for better understanding. Now this velocity result into two components. This velocity, initial velocity, makes an angle theta. कितना एंगल बना है horizontal के साथ, theta इतना एंगल बना है. And this velocity result into two components. The component along x axis will be u cos theta. अभी आप लोग u cos theta कैसे है हमने पढ़ा है जब हमने कोई भी वेक्टर को when we are resolving this vector into two components along x axis and y axis. Okay, so we can write u cos theta, and along y axis we can write that component will be u sin theta. This is u sin theta, vertical component. So this is vertical component and this is horizontal component. So symbols are there, usual meaning. अभी देखो यहाँ पे after some time this initial velocity turn suppose if I am taking this point, let this point, इस ये point को कुछ हम mark कर लेते, let this point be P, okay, whose coordinate are x and y, the coordinate of P are x and y. So at this point it will acquire the velocity v. इसको क्या velocity प्राप्त होगी? V velocity प्राप्त होगी. What is the component of v at this point along x axis? This will be v cos theta or vx is equal to u cos theta. Okay, and along y axis this is vy which is equal to u sin theta. This is u sin theta. These are the component vx and vy. Now when it reaches at this point, at highest point, let this highest point को कुछ हम नाम दे देते. Let's suppose this highest point is capital A. This highest point having a maximum height, यहाँ पे उसका maximum height है from the ground. This is h max, maximum height at the highest point. At this point, it will not have any vertical component of the velocity. It will have only horizontal velocity. See, horizontal velocity. So that will be vx, which is equal to u cos theta. यहाँ पे सिर्फ horizontal component होगा, सिर्फ horizontally जा रहा है, right? And that velocity will not change. It is moving with the constant velocity horizontally, right? But इसका जो vertical component है, जो ऊपर वाला जा रहा है, यहाँ पे vertical component zero हो गया है. So vy is zero at the highest point. Remember, there is no vertical component at the maximum height of the projectile, right? Now when you further, उसके बाद क्या होता है? And what is the acceleration here? अगर मान लो vy zero है, the vertical component of velocity is zero. So what is the acceleration at that point? What is the acceleration at the highest point? The acceleration at the highest point will be the acceleration due to gravity, and that is a is equal to minus g. Okay, it is in the downward direction. हमेशा नीचे की तरफ act होता है. Now what is the now if further उसका आगे जाएगा वापस, तो आगे क्या होगा? Velocity goes on changing, right? So if you are taking this point, let this point is q. इसको q ले लेते हैं. Okay, at this point, what is the velocity tangent drawn to this? So this velocity resolved into two components, horizontal components. This will be vx and the vertical component. But the vertical component यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? Downward direction आएगा. That will be vy. And whatever the angle made here theta, what is the angle made? So this angle is also theta. Then this is v. Now when it reaches on the ground at the last point, target point, again it further, उसको आगे नीचे जाने दो. It can be go like this. Then this resolved into two components. So this will be tangent to this. So this angle is theta here. This is vy. This is vx. So in this way, this is the path along which the projectile moves. Okay. तो जो path है, what are the curved path along which the projectile moves is called as trajectory or path of projectile. This is called as trajectory. The trajectory means the path along which the projectile moves. It is called as trajectory. And what are the angle made initially? That is called as the angle of projection. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? थीटा को क्या बोलते हैं? एंगल ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन. सो देयर आर डिफरेंट टर्म्स इन्वॉल्व दैट वी विल स्टडी वन बाय वन टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस बेटर. ओके, सो पहला आएगा हमारा वेलोसिटी ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन और लॉन्च वेलोसिटी. सो हियर u is u is velocity of projection, velocity of projection, velocity of projection और launch velocity starting का जो हम उसके लिए है. Then angle of projection theta, theta क्या यहाँ पे angle of projection, angle of projection. What is the angle of projection? The angle made by this projectile with the horizontal. Okay, angle made by the velocity, initial velocity with the horizontal, right? That is called angle of projection. And the third term है that is the trajectory. So trajectory क्या है? अभी मैंने बताया. Trajectory is the path along which the projectile moves. The path along which projectile moves is called as trajectory. So these are the, and बाकी जो है कितना टाइम लग रहा है उसको यहाँ पे हाइट लगेगा यहाँ पे the projectile moves at the highest point. So this is the maximum height of the projectile and the time taken to reach at the maximum height, that is the time of ascent, and when it go down is the time of descent. Okay, यहाँ पे एक कंडीशन हमको जो assumption है वो assumption क्या हो सकता है, दो तीन assumption यहाँ पे when we are performing this projectile motion. तो सबसे पहले क्या होगा, जब भी हम बॉल को फेंकेंगे when we throw the ball this way, right, तो उसको एयर रेजिस्टेंस होगा, बायंसी फोर्स होगा हवा का, वो हमको इग्नोर करना पड़ेगा. अगर इफ वी टेक दैट इनटू द कंसिडरेशन देन अगेन इट विल द डिफरेंट वे. सो यहाँ पे जब भी हम बॉल को फेंकते हैं व्हेन वी थ्रो द बॉल थ्रू द ऑब्जेक्ट इन एयर by making some angle with the horizontal, right? So here we have to assume that the air resistance is negligible. Second, rotation of earth है वो भी हमको यहाँ पे negligible करना पड़ेगा. या the shape of the earth, the shape of the earth है which is flattened at the pole and which is bulged at the equator. तो जो shape of the earth है वो भी हमको यहाँ पे ignore करना पड़ेगा. And then the और एक condition क्या हो सकती है? The another condition to how this assumption is the effect of curvature of the earth, that means the shape of the earth, and for all points of the trajectory, देखो यहाँ पे every point here, every point on the path of projectile or every point on the trajectory, the acceleration will be the acceleration due to gravity. I again repeat, the acceleration due to gravity, and that always acts vertically downward. Okay, so these are the assumptions for the projectile motion. इसका और इस पे और एक क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, स्टेट द प्रिंसिपल इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ मोशन यूज इन प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन, गिव एन इलस्ट्रेशन. ये क्वेश्चन छोटा सा आ सकता है एग्जाम में. तो यहाँ पे पहला प्रोजेक्ट क्या है, प्रिंसिपल क्या है, द मोशन अलोंग हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन विथ यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी. ओके, सो द बॉडी इज मूविंग यूनिफॉर्मली, जो भी उसको हॉरिजॉन्टल वेलोसिटी यहाँ पे, व्हाट इज दिस वेलोसिटी, हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट वेलोसिटी, दैट इज ऑलवेज कांस्टेंट. That body is moving the uniform velocity, and that's why there is no acceleration in the horizontal direction. There is no acceleration along the horizontal direction. Why? Because the body does not change its velocity when it moves in the projectile path or projectile motion. There is only the change in velocity along the vertical component, and that's why there is the velocity along vertical component and horizontal में वो हमेशा constant रहती है. Then the motion along vertical direction under the gravity, that body is moving in vertical direction under the gravity. Okay, and that gravity is uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration कब होगा? When there is equal change in velocity in equal interval of time. तो इसका अगर एग्जाम्पल देना है आपको तो क्या कर सकते हैं, सपोज आई एम स्टैंडिंग ऑन दी टावर, थोड़ा सा टावर पे मैं ऐसा खड़ा हूँ, कोई हाइट पे खड़ा हूँ, एंड वंस आई एम जस्ट ड्रॉपिंग दिस बॉल, मैंने बॉल को ऐसे ड्रॉप किया, और दूसरा जो बॉल है आई एम थ्रोइंग इन द प्रोजेक्टाइल पाथ. ओके, तो आपके मन में सवाल आया होगा कि जो बॉल मैं सीधा थ्रो करूँगा वो पहले पहुँचेगा, और जो बॉल मैं प्रोजेक्टाइल से थ्रो करूँगा इन द प्रोजेक्टाइल वे तो बाद में रीच होगा. बट ऐसा नहीं होता है. अंडरस्टैंड? आप ट्राई कर सकते हो, कोई भी एक हाईएस्ट टॉलेस्ट ऑब्जेक्ट पे आप खड़े होके क्या करो, throw this ball, सीधा इसको छोड़ जाने दो, and throw this ball in the projectile beam. Okay, both the ball will reach at the different places. दोनों बॉल अलग अलग जगह पहुंचेगी, but the time taken, okay, the time taken by both the body will be same. Understand? This अभी देखो यहाँ पे I am just throwing this. Okay, ये red ball है, I am throwing in the vertical downward, and this white ball I am throwing in the projectile beam. Okay, अभी देखो यहाँ पे both reach at the same time at the different places. So this indicate that it is independent of the independent of motion using projectile. Okay, so affected by horizontal different places. So this is the one of the example for this. And अभी हम जो derive करने वाले, तो सबसे पहले हम will derive the equation for trajectory. Okay, trajectory of projectile. ये जो shape है projectile का, इसको parabola बोलते हैं. What do you call this? Parabola. It is a parabolic path. जैसे कि if you take जो hose होता है pipe का, right? So when the water comes from the pipe, वो सीधा नहीं जाता है. It move like this, parabolic path. Okay. Or when we throw the javelin throw, जो arrow होता है, that also move in the parabolic path. So parabolic path, that's why it's like we will get the equation for parabola. Okay, so parabola, hyperbola, you can study in mathematics. Okay, so let's try to derive the equation for this. So give the title, diagram वही है, diagram अच्छी तरह draw कर लो, and give the title projectile given angular projection. Projectile given angular projection. Angular projection. Angular projection. So यहाँ पे अलग अलग terminology है, time of flight, then the time maximum height, कितना height है, time of, अभी यहाँ पे दो time of flight है. So the total time of flight क्या होगा? When the body start to move from here and reach on the ground. So this is the total time of flight. But this total time of flight divided into two parts. The time of ascending when it reaches to the maximum height. So that will be time of ascent. And when it go down again from highest position to the ground, so that will be time of descending. So its total time of flight will be the sum of time of ascent and time of descent. And what are the range, what are the distance covered by the projectile from starting point to the final point, and this distance is called as horizontal range. This is called as horizontal range. And the height attained by the projectile in the air, so this is called as the maximum height. तो वो भी सब expression हम derive करने वाले one by one. So first of all, let's have the projectile is projected. The projectile is projected, or the body is projected with some initial velocity by making some angle with the horizontal. Then we can horizontal component, this horizontal velocity resulted into two components. One is u cos theta, second is u sin theta throughout, and this u cos theta is throughout the motion is constant. तो यहाँ पे u cos theta जो है, let the body thrown with initial velocity u, okay, which result into two components, okay. First component u cos theta in horizontal direction, this is the horizontal component, and second one is u sin theta vertical component or vertical direction. Okay. Then u cos theta remains constant throughout the motion. But u sin theta changes with time, changes with time. So this u sin theta becomes 0 at the highest point. Okay, so initially it goes on decreasing and further it increases. Okay, when it reaches the ground. Then let us find the expression for the trajectory. हमको trajectory का expression find करना है. I just want this space for writing. So first equation, the horizontal distance covered by projectile. अभी यहाँ पे बॉडी नहीं यूज करने का, यहाँ पे क्या है प्रोजेक्टाइल. द बॉडी थ्रोन इन द प्रोजेक्टाइल मोशन वी कॉल इट प्रोजेक्टाइल. ओके, horizontal distance covered by the projectile in time t will be the, let that distance is x is equal to. तो अभी यहाँ पे डिस्टेंस अगर करना है, डिस्टेंस अगर निकालना है, horizontal distance. So the horizontal distance is equal to the average velocity or horizontal velocity into time. Then x is equal to horizontal distance, x is equal to horizontal velocity represented by what symbol? U cos theta. So it is u cos theta into time, the time of projectile. So from this we can write, इसको थोड़ा modify कर सकते हैं. This can be written as small t is equal to x upon u cos theta. So let it be equation 1. इसको equation 1 दे देता हूँ. How we got this expression? That is the horizontal distance x covered by the body, okay, which is equal to horizontal velocity into time. So x is equal to u cos theta into t. So from this we can write the expression for time. T is equal to x upon u cos theta. Then the for vertical motion, अभी ये जो लिखा है that is for horizontal motion. Now vertical motion, for vertical motion, what is the component of velocity along y-axis? Uy, let that uy is equal to, that is u sin theta, and what is the acceleration vertically? A is equal to minus g, because that is vertically downwards. A is equal to minus g. So vertical distance covered in time t, vertical distance covered in time t. We have taken the horizontal distance covered in time t is x. Okay, we have taken along x axis, and vertical distance covered along y axis. So that vertical distance y is equal to the vertical velocity into time. Okay, so here the vertical distance y, or which is equal to s. We know the formula for displacement. S is equal to ut plus half at square. अभी यहाँ पे s रिप्लेस बाय y आएगा. वर्टिकल डिस्टेंस क्या लेना है? s is equal to y. तो y is equal to, अभी यहाँ पे जो velocity, this velocity will be the velocity component along y axis, and that component will be, this will be uy. This can be written as uy into t plus 1 upon 2 acceleration into time square. Why I have taken uy here? Because it is the vertical component of velocity. Just substitute, ये हमारा standard equation है displacement के लिए, and we have to find the vertical displacement. तो vertically कितना जा रहा है? That displacement can be calculated by using this equation of motion, second equation of motion. So y is equal to uyt plus half at square. So y is equal to, but uy is equal to, what is uy? Uy is equal to u sin theta. So this is u sin theta into, अभी यहाँ पे स्मॉल t जो फॉर्मूला है, लिख लेते t प्लस हाफ a इंटू टी स्क्वायर. तो y इज इक्वल टू, यहाँ पे टाइम का जो फॉर्मूला हमने डिराइव किया पहले इक्वेशन से, दैट कैन बी सब्स्टिट्यूटेड हियर. सो u sin थीटा मल्टीप्लाइड बाय x अपॉन u cos थीटा, u cos थीटा प्लस 1 अपॉन 2 इंटू एक्सेलरेशन इंटू x अपॉन, लेकिन यहाँ पे एक्सेलरेशन जो होगा that acceleration will be minus g because the body is projected having an acceleration due to gravity. So small a जो है, this small a replaced by minus g. This is replaced by minus g. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा minus g into t का वैल्यू क्या है x upon u cos theta whole bracket square. यहाँ पे देखो क्या क्या मैंने इक्वेशन में, टू फाइंड द वर्टिकल डिस्टेंस वी हैव टेकन द सेकंड काइंड ऑफ डेरिवेशन s is equal to ut plus half at square, but s is equal to what, vertical distance along y axis, that will be y. तो y मैंने यहाँ पे लिया इक्वल टू, ये जो है दिस इज द कंपोनेंट ऑफ वेलोसिटी along y axis, कंपोनेंट ऑफ इनिशियल वेलोसिटी along y axis, that is uy into t plus half a t square. लेकिन यहाँ पे भी a क्या आएगा, a can be taken as minus g. So just do the changes. It is minus g into t square. तो देखो यहाँ पे तो y is equal to u sin theta into t plus half minus g into t square. अभी t का वैल्यू जो इक्वेशन 1 से, from the equation 1 we can substitute the value of t here. So it can be written as y is equal to, अभी देखो यहाँ पे u कट हो जाएगा, sin theta upon cos theta, trigonometry, it is tan theta, and this x, so we can write x tan theta minus, ये प्लस माइनस क्या होगा, माइनस हो जाएगा, प्लस माइनस 1 अपॉन टू g अपॉन ये क्या आ जाएगा, और इसको थोड़ा सा स्क्वायर कर लेते, उसके बाद हम उसको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे, g इंटू एक्स स्क्वायर अपॉन u स्क्वायर cos स्क्वायर थीटा. So this can be written as y is equal to x tan theta minus 1 by 2 g upon, ये 9 नहीं है, it is small g, acceleration due to gravity, small g upon u square cos square theta, okay, into x square. अभी यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, लेट अस अज्यूम दिस tan थीटा टू बी टेकन एज, इसको p ले लेते, सिंबल p ले लेते, एंड दिस टर्म जो है, दिस टर्म इज इक्वल टू q ले लेते. सो वी कैन राइट दिस एक्सप्रेशन y इज इक्वल टू px माइनस qx स्क्वायर. So this is the equation of parabola. ये किसका इक्वेशन है, equation of parabola, and that's why this path of the projectile, the path followed by the projectile, okay, we call it trajectory. It follows the parabolic path because it obeys the equation of parabola. तो यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे उसके बाद क्या लिखना पड़ेगा, where p and q are constant, p and q are constant, then what we are assuming here, p is equal to, हमने क्या लिया, tan theta, p is equal to tan theta. Then what is the q is equal to g upon 2u square cos square theta. These are the value of p and q. So g upon 2u square upon cos square theta. So thus whatever this quadratic equation, it obeys the parabolic equation. Okay, in the trajectory of projectile is parabola or parabolic. Just take a screenshot. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो हमने ट्रैजेक्टरी का इक्वेशन डिराइव किया है, द पाथ ऑफ प्रोजेक्टाइल. उसके पहले हमने क्या क्या निकाला है, x का हॉरिजॉन्टल डिस्टेंस कवर्ड बाय द प्रोजेक्टाइल निकाला है. ओके, फ्रॉम दिस वी गॉट द x, वी गॉट टाइम, x upon u cos थीटा मिला. उसके बाद वर्टिकल डिस्टेंस निकालना है कवर्ड इन टाइम टी. So vertical distance along y axis will be y is equal to by using the second kinetic equation and so on. यहाँ पे जो component of initial velocity along y axis लिया u sin theta वो यहाँ पे लिया into t plus half. यहाँ पे जो acceleration है that this projectile having a acceleration due to gravity at every point and which is uniform acceleration and which always acts vertically downward. There is no any acceleration component along the x axis. हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन में जो एक्सेलरेशन है वो जीरो है. क्यों है? बिकॉज द बॉडी इज यूनिफॉर्मली मूविंग अलोंग द हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन. उसका जो हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन में जो वेलोसिटी है वो हमेशा कांस्टेंट रहती है, इसलिए एक्सेलरेशन क्या होगा? जीरो होगा. ये आपको याद रखना है. एंड जस्ट सब्स्टिट्यूट एंड यू गेट अ एक्सप्रेशन. ओके, सो लेट अस फाइंड द थ्री टर्म्स, दैट इज द टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, मैक्सिमम हाइट एंड हॉरिजॉन्टल रेंज. जिसके बेस पे हमेशा the numerical is asked based on this three formula. Okay, वो हम derive करने वाले हैं. So let us find first. पहला आएगा time of maximum flight. Time of maximum flight. Time of flight. Flight. तो टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट क्या होता है? इट इज डिफाइंड एज द टाइम टेकन बाय द प्रोजेक्टाइल टू मूव फ्रॉम स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट टू द एंड पॉइंट. ओके, सो दिस विल बी द टोटल टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट. इसमें दिस टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट्स. वन, व्हेन द बॉडी रीचेस टू मैक्सिमम हाइट. सो दिस टाइम, इसको जो टाइम लग रहा है, व्हाट आर दिस टाइम? इट इज कॉल्ड एज टाइम ऑफ असेंट. टाइम ऑफ असेंडिंग, ऊपर जाना. एंड ऊपर जाके नीचे आएगा टाइम ऑफ डिसेंडिंग. So this will be t suffix t. और दोनों टाइम को मिला के क्या बनेगा? टोटल टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट. So let us have some symbol. Let small tm, let tm be the time taken by projectile to reach the maximum height. Time of maximum height. यहाँ पे time of maximum height है, flight लेना पड़ेगा. maximum flight. Okay, so at the highest point, what is the vertical component? Vertical component will be vertical component of velocity, that Vy is equal to 0. Vy क्या है? 0 है. अब यहाँ पे let us use the first kinetic equation. Okay, so by using first kinetic equation, okay, so Vy is equal to Uy plus A into T. Okay, A into T. लेकिन यहाँ पे A क्या आएगा? A will be acceleration, but A is equal to minus G. So this can be written as, but what is the final velocity at the highest point? The final velocity is 0. So 0 is equal to, then what is the U? Uy will be the U sin theta. Vertical component of initial velocities. This is the initial velocity, U sin theta plus minus G into T. So 0 is equal to U sin theta minus G into T. So here this is the initial velocity, Uy. Okay, that's why we have taken here U sin theta minus Gt. So this can be written as U sin theta is equal to G into T. So small t is equal to U sin theta upon G. So this is the time taken to reach the projectile at the highest point. So this is the time of ascent. We can call this time of ascent. Ta is equal to U sin theta upon Gi. Okay, so just make a note of this. Or this can say that time of ascent will be the time of maximum height, the maximum flight. So this is also written as Tm is equal to u sin theta upon small g. See, तीन नाम है इसमें, टाइम ऑफ असेंट और टाइम ऑफ मैक्सिमम फ्लाइट, ऊपर कितना हाइट जा रहा है वो ले। उसके बाद टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, जो टोटल टाइम निकालना है हमको, द टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट विल बी time of flight इसका डेफिनेशन लिखते हैं टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, it is the time taken by projectile from the instant it is projected मतलब यहाँ से शुरू, यहाँ से टाइम स्टार्ट है, प्रोजेक्टेड टिल इट्स एंड, जब when it reach on the ground, okay, instant it is projected till it reaches a point in the horizontal plane of its projection, Okay, so let us once again, time of flight, it is the time taken by the projectile from here, okay, at this instant, point of projection, instant is projected till it reaches a point in the horizontal plane of its projection. जो plane of projection से horizontal plane है वहाँ तक पहुँचने के लिए, यहाँ पे नहीं, तो यहाँ पे horizontal projection तक पहुँचता है, उसको जो time लग रहा है, so that is the time of flight, and this time of flight can be sum of time of ascent or time of maximum flight plus time of descent. तो यहाँ पे हमने एयर रेजिस्टेंस और निग्लिजिबल कंसिडर किया है, राइट, तो अर्थ का शेप को भी हमने यहाँ पे निग्लिजिबल लिया है, तो जो भी टाइम ऑफ असेंड होगा वही टाइम ऑफ डिसेंड होगा, जाने का जो टाइम होगा ऊपर हाइट तक पहुँचने का, द सेम टाइम विल बी टेकन टू रीच ऑन द ग्राउंड ऑल्सो. तो व्हाट एवर द एक्सप्रेशन वी गॉट, ये जो हमारा एक्सप्रेशन मिला है Tm इज इक्वल टू यू साइन थीटा अपॉन जी, इसका अगर डबल लिया 2 टाइम्स किया तो यू विल गेट द टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट. इट्स वेरी सिंपल. So let us see that whether we can rate vertical display, the body reaches to the point B, okay, and rate vertical displacement covered during the time of flight will be 0. So net vertical displacement, you can do that later. The body reaches the point B. This point is B. The body reaches the point B, okay, horizontal plane. Then after the time of flight Tm, after the time of flight Tm, then by using the second Cannon equation, okay, so net vertical displacement covered during the time of flight, net vertical displacement covered during time of flight. देखो यहाँ पे नेट वर्टिकल डिस्प्लेसमेंट पूछा है, द पार्टिकल स्टार्ट टू मूव फ्रॉम हियर, ओके, वर्टिकली, तो यहाँ पे मैक्सिमम होगा वर्टिकल डिस्प्लेसमेंट, एंड देन रीच हियर, तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा 0 होगा. सो नेट वर्टिकल डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज 0, ओके, नेट डिस्प्लेसमेंट नहीं, नेट वर्टिकल डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऊपर के डायरेक्शन पे, यहाँ पे मैक्सिमम है, यहाँ पे कम है, यहाँ पे लेस है, एंड अगेन इट गोज ऑन डिक्रीजिंग, और यहाँ पे क्या होगा 0 होगा. सो नेट वर्टिकल डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज 0. सो बाय यूजिंग द सेकेंड काइंड ऑफ इक्वेशन, S is equal to ut plus half at square. तो S क्या है, नेट वर्टिकल डिस्प्लेसमेंट S is equal to 0, and this is the component of initial velocity, vertical component of initial velocity. So it is u sin theta into the time of flight, okay, tf plus 1/2 into यहाँ पे एक्सेलेरेशन क्या आएगा माइनस जी इंटू टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट tf square. So 0 is equal to what we can write here, u sin theta into tf minus half g into tf square. Okay, so 0 is equal to, यहाँ पे क्या आएगा क्योंकि माइनस है ना, तो u sin theta is equal to u sin theta into tf is equal to 1/2 g into tf square. तो एक tf निकल जाएगा यहाँ पे. So what we can write, u sin theta is equal to 1/2 g into tf. So time of flight, total time of flight tf is equal to, ये दो इधर आ जाएगा, तो 2u sin theta upon small g. So this is the time of projectile. Okay, मतलब यहाँ से शुरुआत किया projectile and move here. Okay, suppose if I am throwing this ball, if I throw this ball from here it is time of ascent, okay, and this is time of descent, right? So at this point, so just take a screenshot. तो हमारा जो टाइम ऑफ असेंट मिला है, व्हाट इज द टाइम ऑफ असेंट वी गॉट, द सेम दैट इज u sin थीटा अपॉन g. यहाँ तक जो टाइम लगा है u sin थीटा अपॉन g, और यहाँ से वहाँ तक जो लगेगा सेम टाइम लगेगा u sin थीटा अपॉन g. तो दिस प्लस दिस उसका डबल हो जाएगा, इसीलिए यहाँ पे 2u sin थीटा अपॉन g, दैट इज द टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट. नाउ इसके बाद जो डेरिवेशन है दैट इज द मैक्सिमम हाइट ऑफ अ प्रोजेक्टाइल. तो ये जो h max है वो h max हमको निकालना है, दैट इज द वर्टिकल डिस्टेंस. ओके, सो लेट अस डिराइव इट. So here maximum height of projectile, maximum height of a projectile, maximum height of projectile. So how can we define this? It is the maximum vertical distance attained by projectile above the horizontal plane of projection. It's called as maximum height of projectile. It is the maximum vertical distance. It is the maximum vertical distance attained by projectile. Projectile क्या होता है? The body which thrown in the parabolic path, okay, which possess the projectile motion. Projectile above the horizontal plane, above the horizontal plane, okay, denoted by hm, which is denoted by h suffix m, that is the maximum height, or h max, which can also represented as h max. Okay, now what is the at the highest point, what is the vertical component of velocity at the highest point? So vertical component at highest point, that vy कितना है? 0. यहाँ पे हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट क्या है? कांस्टेंट u cos थीटा. एक्सीलरेशन, लेकिन एक्सीलरेशन यहाँ पे एक्सीलरेशन इज वर्टिकली डाउनवर्ड्स, दैट इज a is equal to minus g. So by using third kinematic equation, v square is equal to u square plus 2as, or this can be written as v square minus u square is equal to 2as. तो ये इक्वेशन यूज करके हम सब्स्टिट्यूट कर सकते हैं. सो व्हाट इज द वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट? 0 का स्क्वायर माइनस u sin थीटा ब्रैकेट स्क्वायर, which is equal to 2 into g into, okay, but what is the vertical displacement here? The vertical distance is, that is h max, which is called as h max. Okay, so here क्या आएगा, minus u square sin square theta, which is equal to, ये माइनस आएगा, minus 2g into h max. This is minus, sorry, this is minus, see look at here, minus u square, माइनस साइन बाहर है तो एज इट इज रहेगा, यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव होगा, ब्रैकेट के अंदर अगर माइनस है तो पॉजिटिव होगा, लेकिन यहाँ पे ब्रैकेट के बाहर माइनस है, सो वो वैसे के वैसे रहेगा, इट विल बी एज इट इज, जो ब्रैकेट में टर्म है उसका स्क्वायर लेना है, माइनस यू स्क्वायर साइन स्क्वायर थीटा इक्वल टू माइनस 2g इंटू एच मैक्स. देन लेट्स राइट एक्सप्रेशन फॉर एच मैक्स. अभी माइनस माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा, यहाँ पे दिस विल बिकम प्लस, ये भी प्लस हो जाएगा. सो एच मैक्स इज इक्वल टू, क्या लिख सकते हैं, एच मैक्स मैक्सिमम हाइट of the projectile is equal to u square sin square theta upon 2g. This is the important equation to find. Okay, हमने time of flight निकाला 2u sin theta upon g और h max is equal to u square sin square theta upon 2g. This is the formula for maximum height of the projectile. अभी हमको निकालना है horizontal range. Horizontal range जो भी है maximum range वो निकालना है from this point to this point. Okay, so उसका definition पहले लिख लेते हैं. What is the horizontal range? Third point, horizontal range. Horizontal range that is denoted by r. इसको हम r से denote करते हैं. तो इसका definition क्या है वो लिख लेते हैं पहले. Horizontal distance travel. Horizontal distance. It is horizontal distance travel. Horizontal distance travel by the projectile. By the projectile. यहाँ पे body नहीं बोलेगा, उसको क्या बोलेगा, projectile बोलेगा, because that obeys, that perform the projectile motion during its time of flight. During its time of flight. ऐसा क्यों बोला जाता है टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट? आप बोलोगे नहीं तो यहाँ तक पहुंचेगा टाइम ऑफ, नो नो नो, वी कांट टेक दिस डिस्टेंस. जहाँ से स्टार्ट किया है और पूरा टाइम जो लग रहा है उसको टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट, यहाँ तक जो डिस्टेंस है, व्हेन इट रीचेस टू द हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन, राइट, जब हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन पे प्रोजेक्टाइल रीच होगी वहाँ पे जो भी डिस्टेंस है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द हॉरिजॉन्टल रेंज. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज हॉरिजॉन्टल रेंज विद द मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस. ओके, मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल बाय द प्रोजेक्टाइल ड्यूरिंग इट्स टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट. नाउ लेट अस फाइंड द एक्सप्रेशन फॉर दिस. अभी इसका फॉर्मूला हम डिराइव करेंगे हॉरिजॉन्टल रेंज का, आर का. So how to start expression for this horizontal range? Horizontal range. Horizontal range. Horizontal range मतलब distance. Okay. और distance का formula क्या है? Velocity into time. तो क्या आएगा? Horizontal velocity. Horizontal velocity multiplied by time of flight. Time of flight. उसको time कितना लग रहा है टोटल वो लेना पड़ेगा. Time of flight. So R is equal to U cos theta into टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट क्या दे देंगे हमने 2u sin theta upon g. ओके, ये समझ रहे हैं आपको हॉरिजॉन्टल रेंज यहाँ से यहाँ तक. सो हॉरिजॉन्टल रेंज इज इक्वल टू हॉरिजॉन्टल वेलोसिटी. व्हाट इज द वेलोसिटी कॉल्ड? हॉरिजॉन्टल वेलोसिटी इनटू द टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट. आप सिर्फ टाइम ऑफ असेंड नहीं ले सकते, टाइम ऑफ डिसेंट नहीं ले सकते, पूरा टाइम लेना पड़ेगा. यहाँ पे जहाँ से स्टार्ट किया और जहाँ पे वो एंड हुआ है हॉरिजॉन्टल रेंज पे, वो पूरा टाइम लेना है. कीप इन माइंड. ओके, डोंट टेक ओनली दिस टाइम ऑफ असेंट और टाइम ऑफ डिसेंट. सो यू हैव टू टेक द एंटायर टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट tf. सो u cos theta into 2u sin theta upon g. तो r is equal to, इसको कैसे लिख सकते हैं, 2u square sin theta into cos theta upon g, और r is equal to u square 2 sin theta into cos theta upon g. आई थिंक ये किसी का तो ट्रिग्नोमेट्री में, किसी का तो आइडेंटिटी. दिस इज द आइडेंटिटी. यू नो व्हाट आइडेंटिटी, क्या आइडेंटिटी रिप्रेजेंट करता है, याद आ रहा है आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा ट्रिग्नोमेट्री में, आप मैथ्स में पढ़ेंगे. सो r is equal to u square this can be written as sine 2 theta upon g. So this is the expression for the horizontal range. Very simple. Horizontal range, distance, horizontal distance travels the projectile during its time of flight. यहाँ से यहाँ तक. This is called as horizontal distance. So horizontal range is equal to horizontal velocity into time of flight. ये फॉर्मूला हमारा r is equal to horizontal velocity u cos theta time of flight 2u sin theta upon g. Just substitute and ये दो मैंने यहाँ पे इधर लेके आया तो I can write u square 2 sin theta into cos theta upon g. But ये इसी का एक्सप्रेशन है. This is the one of the identity in trigonometry. So r is equal to u square sin 2 theta upon g. तो बच्चों हम आज यहाँ तक ही लेंगे. काफ़ी बड़ा लंबा लेक्चर हो गया आज का. So we have derived the expression for horizontal range, time of flight, okay, और maximum height का भी हमने एक्सप्रेशन डिराइव किया है. ये डायग्राम अच्छी तरह समझ लो. अगर कुछ भी डाउट है यू आर फ्री टू आस्क थ्रू व्हाट्सएप ओनली. ओके, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं जो भी डाउट है. एंड वॉच दिस वीडियो केयरफुली. 2 बार देखो. एक बार अगर समझ नहीं आया तो सेकेंड टाइम ऑल्सो यू कैन वॉच द सेम वीडियो. ओके, थैंक यू. हैव अ नाइस डे.